Hello, everybody. Welcome to Be Fit and Lean. If you're new, please hit that like and subscribe button. Well, folks, I've come up with a new strategy for weight loss. One of my many, many strategies. So I tried the looking at, disgusting pictures diet. That didn't quite work because I just to move on to something else. But there is an old standby that my grandmother taught me, my Grammy, bless rest her soul. She said, "Darling, just don't have bread." Now, it was sort of misconception that bread alone causes weight gain. It doesn't. But what bread does is it adds calories to your meal. So if you had bread at breakfast, dinner, and supper, that is right there 600 or 700 calories because 2 slices of white bread is 240 calories. So if you don't want to give up your favorite foods, just try getting rid of something you don't really need, like bread. And I like bread, but it's not one of my passions. So I figure, oh, what the hell, I'll just not eat bread. And already, folks, 3 days in, I'm not as hungry. I feel better, less diarrhea. So I think it's kind of working. And also, what I'm doing, folks, I'm having lots of green salads. Like everyone says, oh, salads are fattening. Well, I would tell you what, if you ate a 800-calorie salad that was full of greens, full of proteins and vegetables and good for you food, versus 800 calories of French fries, it is not the same. Not all calories are the same. I know they say, oh, it's just calories in and out. But if you're like me, and I know, for example, I can eat pancakes and put on weight no matter what I do. Even if I'm cutting calories everywhere else, if I have pancakes, I won't lose weight. If I have certain kinds of foods, I won't lose weight. But pancakes is one of them. I can't have pancakes if I want to lose weight. And even if I'm measuring everything like I should and everything, so I don't think all calories are the same. Now, for some people they are, but for me, I know that I can't do that. So I'm not having bread. I've given up bread because you just don't need it. We don't. Now, I know the Bible says something about bread alone or something like that. Bread of life. Jesus said, "I'm the bread of life." But that was symbolic, and that was in the old days when all people could really afford to eat was bread and water. So we've come a long way since then. I don't think they had a McDonald's in Jerusalem, and when Jesus was there, but they do now. They do now. So I think that it's just changed a lot, folks. But I'm focusing on. So, but here's the catch. So I still love dessert, right? We gotta have our dessert. So what do? I shouldn't have cookies because that's got flour in it, and other cakes and pies. So what I can have, folks, what I can have is ice cream. Ice cream is very satisfying. It has a lot of fat in it, which isn't great, and some sugar. But ice cream, I have like just one or two scoops of ice cream, and I'm good. I don't. So I like ice cream, and it doesn't have bread in it, unless you get some kind of breaded ice cream. So ice cream is okay on my no bread diet. And my no bread diet also consists of lots of water, lots of fiber. So I'm eating my vegetables. I've got apples, I've got fresh fruit and vegetables, mangoes, apples, oranges, and just all those sort of things. And yesterday I had some blackened chicken with broccoli. It was so good, y'all. And I also what I like to do is put a little blue cheese dressing on my chicken. And that's not bread. So I can have cheese. So basically, folks, yeah, I'm doing kind of what they call a keto diet, but it's not exactly that. It's curtailed for me. Folks, I cannot afford a nutritionist. My insurance won't cover. I can't afford anybody any help, so I got to help, I got to do this myself. And I pray to the Lord. I say, oh, Lord, 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 what problem food is for me? And the Lord said bread. Okay? So for whatever reason, I'm not having bread, and it makes a difference. Now, what do I do on my birthdays, things like that, when I want cake and stuff? I don't know. I'm gonna have to work around that, but I suppose if you're eating like consistently a certain way, then it shouldn't be too bad if one day of the year you do something else. But the problem is, folks, I was never consistent. So with me, I would eat half healthy food and half junk food. So I get a lot of healthy foods in there. So I'm eating healthy, but I would also have a lot of junk food. And it just doesn't work. And so you have to be very consistent in your meal plan. So No bread for me, but I love my ice cream. Oh, one of my favorite ice creams is from Publix. It's Southern Banana Pudding ice cream. It's so good, y'all. And I also like, well, I can kind of have fried chicken, although that is breaded. But there's certain kinds of fried chicken that are lower carb that you can have. But I'm not really doing a low carb diet. I just said I just swore off bread. I don't need bread in my life. I don't need it. And I decided, well, it's just so simple to do. But again, folks, it's not that bread alone makes you gain weight. It's just the added calories we get from having bread. Because we have bread with sandwiches, and everything. And this includes wrap, folks. I'm not even gonna have wraps. The flour tortillas, nope, nope. I don't need those. So I'm gonna find other creative ways to have food, and I think I'm gonna do really well. So I just want to update y'all on what I'm doing, my no bread diet, and catch y'all soon. I will be doing a weigh-in next week. I didn't do this week. I was so busy, y'all, but I will get around to it. So, okay, so remember, folks, say a prayer for someone special today, and God bless you. Bye.